way of introduction, David Stewart is my name. I will be your auctioneer here this morning. I'm together with Kyle and also Jeff. We proudly represent iTRAK Real Estate. On behalf of our vendors, a warm welcome to you all, and we appreciate the faith that they've put in iTRAK Real Estate to market their home over the last few weeks. Now, today's proceedings will take three parts. Firstly, I'll go through the particulars of sale. Secondly, a brief description of the property. And third and finally, the exciting part, we get to hand it across to you all to decide which one of you people get to call this fantastic townhouse yours for the next 5, 10, 15 or even 20 years. Now, the particulars of sale are as follows. The vendor's agent is iTRAK Real Estate. We are selling for and on behalf of our vendor, the property described as Lot 3, Plan of Subdivision 746901Y, Volume 11858, Folio 492, and obviously more commonly known to all of us as Unit 3 at 10 Lance Road here in Bayswater. Now, the goods and chattels included in today's sale are all fixtures and floor coverings of a permanent nature. We are selling by public auction, whereby unless you have a previously arranged agreement, a 10% deposit is required at the fall of the hammer. Now, we can be very flexible with that 10%. We can take $5,000 today in a net bank transfer, and if you need to shuffle some money around in a bank account, we can take the balance of the 10% on Monday if that's helpful to you. Now, the property is currently tenanted until the 25th of November this year. What that means is if you're an investor, you can buy the property. We have a wonderful tenant already in place who's looking after the property extremely well. They would love to continue staying here. If you're a first home buyer, you can move in basically in 60 days, sometime late in the first week of December. And we'll take a settlement date of any time between 30 and 90 days. So, ladies and gentlemen, you buy the property today, you can choose your preferred date, no earlier than 30 days, no longer than 90 days, and take ownership of this fantastic townhouse. Now, the rules of today's auction are in accordance with the REIV and the Law Institute of Victoria, of which iTRAK are members, and they are as follows. Subject to the vendor's reserve price, the highest bidder whose bid is accepted by the vendor shall be the purchaser. I, as the auctioneer, will determine the minimum in which the bidding shall be advanced, and no bid once made shall be retracted. If any dispute arises concerning the bidding, I, as the auctioneer, will determine the dispute or resubmit the property to you all at its last undisputed bid for your continued bidding. The vendor always reserves the right to bid once or more by their auctioneer, to refuse any bid, or to withdraw the property at any time without necessarily declaring the reserve price, and we do have a reserve price here today. I will indicate bids on request. The law prohibits the making of false bids, and it does provide major fines for anyone attempting to prevent others from bidding. I have never in over 200 auctions ever had a problem. We all look very friendly here today, and I don't think we'll have a problem at all this morning. The law prohibits the making of vendor bids other than by myself as the auctioneer. And ladies and gentlemen, for anyone who's a little bit unsure of what a vendor bid is, it's nothing more or nothing less than a counter offer made by myself as the auctioneer to simply suggest that the vendor won't entertain selling the house at that or a lower figure, and ask for your continued bidding from that moment in time. And as I've said, only I, as the auctioneer, can make a vendor bid. And one final thing, ladies and gentlemen, in auctions in Victoria, we are not allowed to take late bids. So if I've got to the first or the second call and I knock the property down on a third call to a buyer, it's illegal for me to take a late bid beyond that process. So if it's your game plan just to hold back and wait to see what others are doing, I would suggest you reconsider that game plan, because you need to be bidding in order to put yourself in the box seat to buy a home. And I don't ever want anyone to say, oh geez, I didn't understand, or I didn't know, I would have bought the home. So please, if you're here to buy, it's the most transparent way to buy a home. Please make your intentions clear before it is too late to do so. So that concludes the laws of today's auction. So, ladies and gentlemen, why are we here? here. We're here to buy a beautiful townhouse. It's just over 2 years old. It's brilliantly designed with the master bedroom downstairs, so that will always maintain the value of the property, and by that I mean it will always encourage downsizers to be interested in the property. If ever you are buying a townhouse where all the bedrooms were upstairs and you go to sell it in 5 or 10 years time, pretty much you're only encouraging investors or first home buyers to buy the property, because obviously when people get to my age they don't want to be walking upstairs too much longer, so they will be discouraged to be interested in homes with all the bedrooms upstairs. That's not a problem here, because your master bedroom and your ensuite is downstairs. Obviously there's a powder room as well for the guests. You've got a beautifully presented home here on offer today. Like I said, it's only a couple of years old, which means there's basically just over 4 years still left on the builder's warranty. So you can bid with confidence today, ladies and gentlemen, knowing that any issues that happen with the house in the next few years, you needn't be concerned about, because it is still under builder's warranty. The area itself, well, I'm very partial to this area and I'm very biased because I actually live in this estate. I've lived in this estate for just on 20 years now, and I can absolutely recommend that this is one of the best estates to live in Knox. And the reasons I say that are multiple. There are 4 schools in this estate. So without going through any traffic lights, you have the option of sending your children to 4 different primary schools in this estate. There is 4 access points to get out to main roads, and some of the estates in Roval only have 2 access points to get out to main roads. And at 8 o'clock in the morning, when everyone's busily trying to get out on the way into the city, it can be a 15-minute wait to get out to Wellington Road or Stud Road, because there's only a couple of access points. Obviously here you've got Backstreet Drive to Scoresby Road, you've got a Backstreet Drive to Stud Road, Boronia Road and Mountain Highway, which makes it very, very easy for you to get on with your day once you leave home in the morning. That is one of the greatest things I've found about this estate in the 20 years that I've been living there. So I would urge you to consider buying in this estate. Since I bought in this estate 20 years ago, the amount of money that's been spent at the shopping centre, the new railway station in Bayswater has gone under Mountain Highway and Scoresby Roads now, so there's no traffic jams in the morning if you need to turn left and head towards Croydon or Ringwood. It's a very, very, very easy estate to make your way around and to get where you need to be on busy Monday mornings. So please don't discount that as a major, major advantage of living in this estate. It's one of only 2 estates in all of Knox that have a backstreet drive to a railway station. And this estate, this railway station right here just behind us, is obviously the closest railway station in Knox to Flinders Street. You've got about a 45-minute train trip into Flinders Street in the morning, and if you're looking for some exercise, it's no more than a 5 or 10-minute walk, depending on your age and walking abilities, to get to the station in the morning. So ladies and gentlemen, all things considered, 310 Lance Road, Bayswater is a phenomenal opportunity for someone to secure today. Where's the market going? Well, since the general election, the market's been showing signs of going up, and I'm sure all of you will testify and agree that since the general election, that's definitely been the case. The fact that interest rates are coming down has meant a lot more competition in the marketplace, so you can pretty well be assured that today is going to be the cheapest day to buy real estate. Tomorrow it's going to be dearer, next week it's going to be dearer, next month, next year it's going to be dearer. So if you're looking to buy, ladies and gentlemen, I would urge you to seriously invest your emotional energy into this property today. You will not be disappointed in 5 or 6 years' time when you see what the prices are doing over the next 5 years, when you look back and say, geez, that was a great decision in October of 2019 that we bought 310 Lance Road, Bayswater. There's always 3 options at every auction. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we should be selling the property under the hammer today. We have genuine vendors wanting to sell, but if we don't quite reach the reserve price, every bidder needs to know exactly what the rules are and exactly what their options are. If I haven't quite reached the reserve price, I'll be doing one of two things. I'll either pass the property into the highest bidder and allow that person the exclusive opportunity to negotiate with our vendor, or I'll take a vendor bid and pass it in on a vendor bid, and then Kyle, Jeff and I can basically create the auction after the auction, and you're in a blindfolded scenario. It's certainly not the best position for any buyer to put themselves in. So it's enough from me, ladies and gentlemen. All the very best. I wish I had 3 of these to sell today. Unfortunately, just the one to offer you. I'm in your hands, ladies and gentlemen. Start me off anywhere you like. Where do I say a fair and reasonable start here? At 3 at 10 Lance Road here in Bayswater. I think I've got some bids from the pros already. Anywhere at all, ladies and gentlemen. 540. 540. Welcome to the bidding, sir, and all the very best to you today. At $540,000 I've got, and I'll go in rises of 10. At $540,000 clearly bid I am. At $540,000 someone take me to $550. At $540,000, first call at $540,000, could be a quick auction. Second call at $540,000. Third, final call, are we all done, finished and silent at $540,000? I'd be very surprised if we are. At 540, where do I see 550, ladies and gentlemen? I would have thought everyone should have their hands in the air at that price. At $540,000, see me to 550. Raise your hand.
580,000.
580, that's a third income bid at 580. I'd like to stay in tens if I could. At 580, can I say 90 now, sir? 590. At 590, I've got, and it's back to you to IC6. At 590, it's a game more than 2 people can play. At 590,000, how about 6? You won't be sorry. At $590,000.
600 you have.
Thank you, Jeff. At 600,000 now. At 600, should I say 10, sir? At 600,000, clearly bid. At $600,000 we've got, should I say 10?
105.
Go with me for 10, I think we'll get there anyway. Thank you very much. At 10 we've got. At 10 I'd like to stay in tens. I don't want to risk this Melbourne weather. You know what can happen in springtime. We could be in rain in 5 minutes' time. At $610,000 clearly bid we have. At $610,000 still great buying here in Bayswater.
620.
Thank you, Jeff. At $620,000 it's a game more than 2 can play. If you're interested, call it out any time. At $620,000, how do we go now, sir? At $620, you won't be sorry if you push yourself a little bit. At $620,000. First call at $620,000. Second call at $620,000. Third, final call at $620,000. I'll tell you what, I'll take your 5 now if you give it to me. How about a 5? Playing hardball with me. Are you definitely out? At $620,000, is there anyone else here today? At $620,000, clearly bid I am. At $620,000, now's the time to play. At $620,000, I'll call it again. First call at $620,000. Second call at $620,000. Third and final call at $620,000. Are we all done? Finished and silent. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I am a little surprised, but if you bear with me for half a minute, I will just see some instructions, okay? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your patience. I did say earlier our vendors are very motivated to sell and they have dropped their expectations, but we're not quite there yet. very clear. I will not be taking a vendor bid. There will be no vendor bids by me here at the auction this morning. If I don't have a higher bid than $620,000, I will and possibly will definitely have to pass the property in. So ladies and gentlemen, you are now fighting for the right to be the first to negotiate with our vendor. 95% of the time, once we pass the property in, there's a sold sign on the board in the next 15 or 20 minutes. So ladies and gentlemen, at $620,000, I'll take $1,000 if it helps. First call at $620,000. Second call at $620,000. Are we all done, finished and silent? Third and final call at $620,000. Surely I have got one in me. Can you give me one, sir? You won't be sorry. It's the greatest day. Okay, just bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. I'll seek some final instructions and I'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. I will be passing the property in to the lovely couple here at $620,000 and we will take negotiations indoors. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for your attendance here today. Enjoy the sunshine, have a wonderful weekend, and we look forward to seeing you at another auction very soon. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry.